Every once in a while, I'll get a guitar that comes in stock that I like so much, I start looking at the guitars I have and thinking, okay, what can I get rid of so I can keep this one instead? That's this guitar. This is a 50's made in Japan hybrid Telecaster, and it is fantastic. I actually hate how much I like this guitar, especially considering all the stuff I said yesterday about us moving and getting rid of stuff that I wouldn't normally get rid of, because financially, there's no way I can keep this, so one of you is going to get it. I actually wanted to save this review of the 4 for last because I wanted the most time to play it. And it hasn't sold yet, but when it does sell, I'm not going to be, it's going to be a little more of like a no, please don't go kind of thing than the other guitars, which I like them, but I don't love them. Like, I love this guitar. And I think that's just a testament to me being a Tele guy at the end of the day, and all these other instruments are fantastic, and I love them in each in their own ways. But at the end of it all, a Tele is just what I feel the most comfortable with, and a good Tele like this one, oh man, really hard to beat. And for whatever reason, this one made me want to play rock, and really hard rock, and just kind of dig in. I looked up Megadeth. I love Marty Friedman. I think Rust in Peace is a fantastic album, but I'm not like a metalhead. And this guitar, when I picked it up, I was just like, oh yeah, let's rock. It just plays so easy, and there's nowhere to really hide on this guitar, and I like that, because when you're trying to improve your playing and your technique, you want something that's really honest with you. Yeah, I use a lot of gain, but you hear when you screw up, and I'm not perfect. I'm not really a typical lead player. I can play some lead, but it's so much fun on the right guitar, and this guitar, for me, it really brings that side of me out. I actually really like these pickups. It's got really good twang to it. The middle position is perfect. The neck gives that kind of beef. A little bit more of a Stratty neck than the average Telecaster. I don't know why that is, but when I'm playing it, I kind of get that vibe from it. And then the fourth position, which is the two of them in series together, is just chunk meister. My problem with that is I don't think it's very practical. I thought the same thing on the American Professional too. It's pretty cool once in a while, but as a whole, you don't want to, I don't know, it doesn't sound like something I would want to leave engaged for an entire song or a track. Maybe just segments. Bridge pickup growls. It stays in tune fantastic. It's got the locking tuners on it. The nut is cut fantastically on it. Finish is gorgeous. It's unique, but it's subtle. I kind of like that. Especially because I have so many kind of over-the-top looking guitars compared to what I used to play. I like guitars like this they catch your attention, but they don't stick out like a sore thumb. And that guitar does this really well. And I guess kind of with the Strat demo, it goes along the same lines. When it's a good version of a basic guitar, and in this case it's a Telecaster, there's not a lot to say. It just feels great to play it, and I've been playing it a lot lately. I think I've put 7 or 8 hours on it, which for me is a lot of time given that I'm doing a lot of demo work. I have 4 guitars in from other people that I'm working on right now. I'm building guitar for somebody else, and when I do have time to play, since I've gotten all these guitars in, this is the one I'm reaching for. It's just, it has it. And again, I know that that's not something tangible and people will vary on their opinions, but to me, this is a perfect kind of Telecaster. But this guitar reminds me of why I love Fender Japan in the first place. It's just so perfectly well done. They took the most basic design of the Telecaster and they did it perfectly, and they did it at a really good price point. This guitar doesn't need a damn thing. Everything's perfect on it, from the tuners, the nut, the fretwork, even the pickups, the American 58s. I really like those. Hardware's great. Good weight to it. Maybe a hard case. Again, that's all this guitar needs. This guitar is lights out. If you can get a custom color one of these for anywhere between $1,000 and $1,400 here in the United States, and it's in good shape, I'd say it's worth it. For under $1,000, once in a while, I see them pop up in 3-tone sunburst. If that's your thing, you can save a few bucks and have a killer sounding and playing instrument. But for me, part of my appeal to liking Fender Japan so much are the unique finishes, and that they're different. I like that. I really like having something that not everybody else has. I know that's not important to everybody, and maybe some people would rather save a little bit of money and not go that route and have something more traditional. But for me, I want something that's going to stand out a little bit more and that I can recognize as my own. And this guitar would fill that for me. So that's all I have to say about that in my Forrest Gump voice. But if you can come back tomorrow, I'll have more content. Leave a like if you're enjoying what I am doing. Please subscribe. I was starting to look into my analytics, and 92% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. It just takes a second. If you could do that, I'd really appreciate it. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think, if you have Fender Japan guitars, or if you have any experience with them, what your thoughts are. Until then, I will see you on the next video tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Bye bye.